and see how far we get, and I can upload it to whatever.
Yeah, cool.
I've got an alarm clock going off at 9:15 an hour. Okay. 6 minute 58. What was the question? What was it canned?
Don't worry about trying to find that one. I can remember.
Okay.
So Markus was questioning the players against was just like every stream putting in mid back.
Yeah.
And they sort of question why is he doing that? It's just to know that it's quite often a sign that they've really got a hand, but they don't want to scare you off and they want you to bet into them. So you did the right thing. You just cooled him down, and then at the end he obviously weren't playing his game, so he went for that I'm shoving and hopefully you'll hit something and you'll call me, which you didn't, because obviously there's a real big chance he got his flush there. I think was the hand that he was perhaps representing. But yeah, that absolutely tight, that absolutely been a bet on every stream. It's quite often that they've really got a hand. They want you to stay in. So they don't want to push you off the hand by playing too strong. But they want you to put some chips in there. So
they want me to raise.
Hoping that you'll go right? Yeah, they want you to raise. And you raise, they're gonna snap shove.
I'm just going to the bathroom, lads.
Or they're going to call you, and then the next time they're going to do the same. They'll put them in the bet again. You go, what are they doing? Then if you raise again, if they haven't shoved already, they're going to shove you, and then they turn out an absolute monster.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you come across that, should ring alarm bells that they've perhaps really got something. If you haven't got the net.
Yeah, because when we do stuff like that, it's really, I usually tend to think like, what's going on there? I get like, I don't know what's happening. My mind starts to think.
Yeah, that's one I've come across a lot where they're putting that little minimum bet. And you're like, what are they doing? That's like nothing. I'm about to call that. But yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you to raise a bet so they can so they know they've got you.
Yeah.
I've actually tried to experience a little bit with like bet to induce myself, but it's sometimes hard because you get different spots all the time.
Yeah, it's that's why I think learning the betting watching closely the betting patterns. If you're playing against a regular, watch the betting patterns. It really is interesting. It tells you a lot about their hand strength. If they bet half pot on a flop. If you just gotta watch it, it's really interesting. Right, okay, 5.45. What a flop, well paid, great hand to maximum value. Let's have a look at that. 17.43. Oh yeah, the ace 10, the nut flush.
Yeah, this is like you pre-flop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like my jack. Did anyone see my jack 10? My jack, I had jack king and the flop come 10 ace queen. I was like, wow. Yeah, it's a dream flop. Yeah, what did he have? I can't remember. It was something really weak. I think he had.
I think he had a pair of kings, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. Did he have the king of spades? We'll find out in a minute, I'm sure.
I don't think he had the spade, no. Yeah, so I like that. You haven't got excited and raised.
Yeah, just let him burn his chips off.
You just called him, let him bet into you again. Then you just called him again.
Yeah.
You go, right, look,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
see if you go put your rest in, because he's getting low. He's stayed this long. He's put some good bets. He's gonna
He did have a king of spades.
call you 9 times out of 10. Oh yeah, did you?
Okay.
It's a shame another spade didn't come down, really, isn't it? Because he'd have pushed it all in first.
Yeah. He got his money anyway, so it was all good. Okay, he got up to that point. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd say really well played hand. Really well played hand.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll have a, if I mark, is this my one? Okay, what we'll do, I won't, because mine's quite long, because I'm a sucker for these kind of things. So I'll just go through mine quite as quickly as I can. My questions to Marcus. Where's this video? That is. But I liked, first thing was, I liked the way you talk through your decisions. You seem very competent at the game. Just a few areas that I've seen that you need to get nailed down. And one we spoke about before was the blinds, playing in the blinds. Now I had a coaching session last week with Sky from Smoker, from one of the groups we're in. Ben knows him, and he's really good. I had a coaching session, and we did a coaching session on the blinds. So I know a little bit about it now. So yeah, you need to tighten up your blinds playing. There was one hand where you called a free bet out of position, far too weak. But I think we discussed that anyway. Play less marginal hands in the blinds, especially the small blind. And consider how when you get into
what do you guys think should be like for defending in the big blind and small blind? What would hands be like that are okay to defend, and what is like too marginal or too weak?
Okay, yeah, I will tell you, I do it different than a lot of people. I'm very stats orientated, HUD orientated, and I think if you watch, you'll come to understand why I am. But if I can get a hand up from the small blind, I'll tell you what I look at on the HUD, whether it's a 3-bet or not a free bet.
Yeah.
I'm in the small blind. Hopefully HUD comes up. Why? I wanted one where there was only one player in the blinds, but see this fold to 3-bet. This fold, that's the fold to 3-bet figure.
Yeah.
If that was, and this is the position, if they raised in from, this fella's really tight by the way, but if he raised in from middle position, and then he fold, hold on, let me pick a different one. 2K hands. Okay, now forget these two plays that limp in first before this Bercia. Say Bercia was the first player to raise in from the button. I would make my decision on what hands I was playing, whether it be Jack or 6-4 suited or 7-2 offsuit, on the fact that he raises in on the button 24%. So his raising in range on the button is 24%. But out of that range, he only folds 1 in 4 times to a 3-bet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
He only folds 1 in 4. Okay, so if you're thinking of 3-betting him with the lower part of your range, say King 10 offsuit, most of the time he won't fold. He's gonna call your bet. He's gonna call your 3-bet. 3 out. He's gonna call your 3-bet 3 out of 4 times. But if he raised in from the button 60%, a much wider range, and he folded 70% of his range, if he folded 70%, then you could 3-bet him much wider, because he raises in wide, and he folds the 3-bets a lot. This play here would be a bad player to actually 3-bet if he raised in first from the button, because he's quite solid, and he isn't gonna fold to a 3-bet by them 2 stats alone. And then once the flop comes, this fella, when you bet out of position, this fella only folds 40%, 44% of the time. So less than half the time you bet, he will fold. So you're out of position and he doesn't fold, and he's probably got a stronger range, depending what you're thinking of 3-betting with. I've got this is recording as well, so you might be able to rewatch this and have a little look at it and figure it out. But
it makes perfect sense.
Is that interesting? Do you find that interesting?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you, Ben? Do you find that okay? Is Ben fell asleep? Don't know where Ben's gone. Yeah, but that's what I would do. That's what I would base my my when I'm 3-betting. I would bet on how often they raise first in from that position. Like this fellow over here, he raises in. You smoking? You smoke, mate? Yeah.
If I smoke?
Do you smoke?
Only when I'm drunk.
Yeah, because I had the lighter going the other night, because I smoke as well. Yeah, this player over here, he raises in 31%, and he doesn't fold very much. So yeah, look at them stats. That's what I base my 3-betting on.
Well, is this hub only for cash game, or can I use it in MTTs as well?
No, it's different. He's got a different one he uses for tournaments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ben, let us know when you're back. No. I was talking to Ben. Has Ben gone? He's not there, can't hear him.
No, I mean, somehow I managed to get myself muted there.
Oh, did you?
I'm not sure how I managed to do that, but I did.
Yeah, did you understand?
Yeah, the hunt for tournaments, it's very, very similar. The big difference is that it's got on there, it sort of turns the stack into how many big blinds you've got. So you've then got that information.
Okay, so I think what we'll do tonight is I think a learning lesson is gonna be we'll just do one person at a time. I think we'll do one person maybe every few weeks, because otherwise this is going to take us like 4 hours.
Yeah, that sounds a good idea. Yeah. It takes.
Yeah. If it
well,
maybe
we spend
hours and hours, couldn't we? Yeah. So I think.
Hours, couldn't we?
Yeah. So, yeah. I think that's a good idea.
But are we supposed to meet again on Thursday, or?
No, we haven't set it. We haven't set a proper schedule up yet, Mark. Because I don't know. We've got to figure that out. I'm good on Thursday. I don't know if Ben is.
Thursday. Thursday, I can do about 45 minutes between 7 and 7:45 before I go to work.
Oh yeah, work. Okay. Yeah. I can always we can always record it and send you it. Are you free on Thursday, Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll do Thursday as well. Okay, where were we up to here? The 7-6 in the small blind. 5 minutes 36. Let's do this one. 5 minutes 36. I'm talking about this. Okay, you're in a small blind. What I said before is playing in the small blind. I think that this player's limped in. You don't know what he's got. You've got a strong raise from this guy. You call with 7-6 suited. 7-6 suited is a pretty hand. It's a nice looking hand, and it's always very tempting to play. But in this spot, you call it. You don't know what this fella is going to be doing behind you. He could 4-bet. And then you're in a bloated pot. Well, you're already in a bloated pot. Out of position against 3 players with an average hand. Best thing to do with these type of hands is fold them.
I agree.
Yeah, he's raised. You don't know what he is. Looks quite strong. 7 cents. You call here. You were undecided. You talked yourself into calling. But you do eventually call. You're undecided. He folds and he calls. Now you're out of position. You just don't know where you are in this hand. Okay, only thing you've got is a gunshot draw, and you don't even, that might not even be any good because they could have diamonds. But the lesson is
Just fold.
fold, yeah, because the disadvantage of being out of position in a 3-way pot. The disadvantage is it's horrible because you just don't know where you are. So marginal hands, just save it. Don't get involved. Because you played this hand like this, you didn't lose just 1 cent that you would have folded. You lost 6 cents because you called, and then you went on to call another bet of like 10 cents. So that's 16 cents you lost. Instead of the 1 cent you would have saved just folding. Yeah.
Again, it's another example of sort of where you can use the stats to help aid your decision. So if you can look at the stats and see that his betting range is really, really wide, and that your big blinds and your end of the gun will nip in and fold, and the big blind's got a high fold stat, then you can sometimes then use that information to make the decision, yes, it's worth it. But without the stats all saying, yes, I can go here, it's a definite fold because you're out of position and you end up in all sorts of trouble unless you hit 7-7-6.
Yeah. And I'll show you something now. If you've got my screen. Actually, let's clear all this. 7-6 suited actually hits the flop 29.6% of the time. Okay? 4% of the time you're going to have top pair. Middle pair hits the flop 15% of the time, like a 7 or a 6 could come on the board. That. Then you've got your weak pair 10%, like bottom pair on a king 9-6 board. So you're actually only going to hit the flop 29% of the time. So you're going to have to hit it quite hard. It does actually. You can get some flush draws, 10.9%. Oh yeah. So the lesson here is, and I've learnt it through neglect, is fold more than from the big blind, from the small blind, definitely. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good lesson.
It really helped me get my losing rate down in the blinds. King 10, like the free bet, should have taken the free card. Let's talk about, I'll do number 6, talk about your free bet. 19 minutes. Because I've learned through coaching that this is actually a really, really bad leak.
Okay.
This is corner 3 bet out of position. Okay, you've raised in. That's a fair enough raise. The raise for me is good. 6 cents, fine. Then you're facing four times 4x your initial raise, which, and we already know we had pocket jacks in an earlier hand. You call
This should be an easy fold.
Yes, 100%. 100%. I think you know that now because we did speak about it as well. That
Yeah.
he flat called you in a previous hand with pocket jacks. So what's he actually free betting you now? A 4x. Oh, yeah. It's an easy fold. Once again, it all depends on the player who's free betting.
Yeah.
You know, and what information you have on them. It's pocket jacks. You did. I think you did. Did you even know we had pocket kings? I think.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah, I think you had pocket kings. Well, I think you decided whether it's the bet or not. Right decision, yeah. So just be aware of who's free betting you and how much they're actually free betting you, and I'll yeah. You okay, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay. 26 minutes for free back chance. You already aggressive on a queen A flop. 26 minutes. 26 minutes. Oh, where's it gone? Sorry, Twenty-six minutes. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do my best here. I've never done this before.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Oh, it's just.
You're doing good.
Oh, did you? Oh, I think you checked here.
Yeah.
But for me, I think you should bet here because you were the aggressor. It's a one bet time. One bet. If he calls you, then you just give up. But because you were the aggressor on the flop, and you've got the queen, you might as well represent it. And if he hasn't got any hearts in his hand, he would most likely fold.
Yeah, it's never those, isn't it? You're betting to find where you are.
Yeah, totally. You find out where. Yeah.
It's maybe kind of odd that I don't bet that I don't see bet this time actually.
Yeah, because you said you're quite aggressive. Yeah. Well, I think you should have bet here, and because you showed weakness, because you checked, the player, he then picked up on that, and he takes the pot away from you. Or I think you call him anyway. Let's see. Yeah. And I think you give up on the turn anyway. I think he folded there, so I think, yeah, the better option would have been to put a bet out, and then just found out where he was, like Ben said.
Yeah.
Free bet hand. Free bet hand. Don't know what minute. 3:85 minutes. Queen 9. When in position. Check. Quick card. Okay, I think I'll leave my notes at that. I think I'm getting a bit fussed. I'm getting a bit confused and a bit yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I'll leave my notes at that for tonight. I think we can talk about something else for 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've written down a lot of your takes on things, and I think that it will absolutely help me improve.
Good. Yeah. I hope we all help each other improve. And you, Ben, you agree? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Markus, I said to Andrew when we first sort of started chatting about doing this. I come from more of a multi-table tournament background and was being staked, but gave it up because the amount of tournaments that I needed to play to keep up my staking was ridiculous. So playing like 10 tournaments a day, 6 days a week, and working full time was a bit much. So I decided to give that up and sort of go over into cash. Andrew said, well, do you think it matters that we're perhaps different skill levels and come from different backgrounds? So I was like, no, that's perfect, because you learn more from someone who's got a different perspective than you do from someone who's from exactly the same background and has looked at things the same as you. So between the three of us, we will come up with different ideas and we'll pick up different things in each other's games where we can try different things and make improvements. So it'll improve all three of us as we go along.
Yeah, totally agree. And I already know myself, Ben, that even talking about that, we're figuring that percentage out, that's going to come in really useful for me. And I would never have been able to do that without getting into this environment.
But Ben, were you staked by a friend, or was it like from a website or something like that?
So it was by a staking company called Bankroll Supply.
Okay.
They're headed up by Paul Action Jackson. They've heard of him. He's several years ago now a bit of fame at the World Series. Very good player, but his company, him and his son. So I've been staked by them, and they arranged coaching as well. So had coaching with Brian Paris, Daro Kearney. Who else did we have? Who else was the main ones? A few Aaron Fletcher. So some pretty big poker names they have doing the coaching. All the coaching was part of the package that we got.
But how did it turn out? Were you in Did you owe them money, or did you win and it was okay? You leave it?
In profit, and I left in profit on good terms. Yeah, I said no. I can't keep up playing 10 tournaments a day, working full time. I say eventually it's going to affect my game. Thanks for everything. We've had a good time together. You've made some money. I've made some money. I've improved my game, but I can't continue. And they were really understanding. So yeah, that's fine. If you're ever looking at getting back into the staking, then give us a shout. But yeah, it was fun times.
Yeah.
But as I said to Andrew, the one thing that I kind of missed from staking was we had a group set up where we could all go in and chat about hands, and in the study sessions you get to do this sort of thing and study with other people. Sort of when I gave that up, it was like, right, I'm on my own doing it now. So when I saw Andrew's post about having a study budget, I was like, yeah, I'm well into that.
Yeah, I have not. I just thought that over the years I've so neglected studying or learning about poker that I thought it was just about time that I actually, because I love the game. I'm obsessed by the game. I love it. It's part of my life, and it will always be part of my life. And I think I just thought to myself, well, it's time to actually find other people, and where we can all talk, talk about poker. Because I love talking about poker, even just talking about it, and working together, and learning off other people, and doing it the correct way, rather than just sitting down on a poker table all the time, just playing poker, and learning bad habits. Because my problem is I've learned so many bad habits over the years that I've not learned the game right. So that's why I put the post out there, to do it properly.
Yeah, I've let me just check if I've still got it. I'm pretty sure I have. Tagged in my YouTube a coaching session that one of the coaches did on studying and why to study and such like, and I've got it. I'll share the link with you because it's very interesting to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
One of his main points is why should we study? It's done by Matt Harris, who's not the best poker player in the world, but a decent poker player and a very good coach.
Mm-hmm.
He says the reason to study is if you're not studying a game and learning, you're standing still. And if everyone around you is learning and studying and improving their game, you're in a race and you're stood still and they're sprinting.
Yeah.
So one day you might be beating the field, but in 6 months time, if they're all studying and you're not, you're going to be losing.
Yeah. Totally. Plus the fact is that, if you're studying and doing all this work, you're doing 95. You're probably doing 95% more than what other people are doing. So that's going to show the benefits in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew, have you looked at the course I sent you?
Not yet, mate. Not yet. I've got so much going on.
I can send it to you too also, Ben, if you want to. I have the Raise Your Red course.
Mm-hmm.
The masterclass. I don't know if you heard about it. tournament masterclass.
Hello, Ben. You still there, Ben?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, Marcus is saying he's got
Yeah.
he's got a really valuable resource to that he shared with me the other day. Ryan Masterclass. I haven't looked at it yet, but he can share it with you, and you can download it and have a look.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Have you guys swapped emails or added each other on Facebook yet?
Yeah,
we've got each other on Facebook.
I don't know if I have your mail ready already.
Message that over to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all share. Like I've already shared a couple of things. We can all share. I think it'll be really good if we share any information that we possibly got. You know, any useful stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Rather than somebody paying for it separate, we could all share stuff and that and get some valuable stuff off each other. Yeah.
It's a little bit looked down upon the course I have because it's somebody like ripped off the founder of the stuff, but I have like bought like bootleg files from this course and Upswing. I don't know if you heard about the Polk. I have like his course and a lot of different courses I can give you if you want to.
Okay, we'll bear that in mind, but I've never heard of them. I've only really been studying and looking at the videos and stuff for the past few months, so them names are new to me. But I will certainly look into it.
Yeah. I was a bit skeptical because I was contacted by a guy when I was watching Twitch, and there was a guy in the chat comment section who sold me the course. And yeah, but I trusted him and I bought like 5 different courses.
Cause some courses are really good to do. I want to do. There's a couple on my to-do list. When I get the time to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is anybody else? Do you want to talk about anything else? Any particular sports? Any particular information you want to know? I'll show you. When I get my coaching, we go through a document of stats. Have you seen? Do any of you two use Leak Tracker on Polka? Do any of you ever use that?
I looked at it, but I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. When I'm looking at it.
Okay, I'll say. Have you ever looked at it, Ben?
Yeah, I've looked at it and started analysing the bits through it.
Yeah,
quite a useful little tool.
Oh, it's really good. It only takes like a minute to run, Marcus.
When you first look at it, like the screen you got it on now, someone looks at that and doesn't know what they're looking at. It means.
Yeah.
And it just looks like a load of gobbledygook. Once you start clicking into it and watching the videos from the bits, everything starts to become clear. It's a really useful tool.
Yeah.
To see where you need to be working.
see, wow, that's quite bad. How many hands is that? 200. Leak hands. 274 more hands. Let me. Hold limit 4.
Is the black mark where you are at?
Where you are at, yeah, that's just quite bad. This can't be right for the thingy. But what you should be.
Yeah, so the black mark on there is where you're at. The green bit is the perfect area to be. And the grey is kind of okay-ish at average.
I've got to see better.
If you're in the darker grey, then you're out of the range that you should be.
Yeah, it's like that because I've got a filter on. Let's go back to it and do it again. Where the
I keep forgetting to take filters off.
yeah, where the black mark is where a good winning player is. This way should be where the black mark is. In between them two lines is the average of what a good winning player is.
Okay.
And that's quite bad, that. I just don't know, but obviously I'm not doing very well on this at the moment. This is 6 max. Because I'm quite new to 6
But as you can
max.
see, Markus, where it's got on stats there, it's determination good, but it's got a little video if you want.
Yeah. Like, if you
It's on that stat. If you watch the videos, it tells you sort of where you should be sitting.
Okay. Yeah, I never looked at them actually.
yeah, I haven't got a ball. I usually watch this on my
Yeah,
laptop.
definitely worth watching. Going from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It shows you. See, this is because I haven't been playing 6 max much. I'm still getting adjusted, but this is me poker stars, and you can see that the black mark is good. I'm in the right places for being a winning player.
Yeah.
You know, I'm within the average for being decent. So these are kind of figures you want to be looking for, and it tells you if you're good.
But are you also the green?
I also.
Or is green the whole pool and you are black?
Yes, I think that's correct, Ben, isn't it?
So, yeah, the green's the range that you should be aiming to be sitting within,
Okay.
and the black line is where you're sitting within that range. So if you're sitting within that range, you're in good. It sort of takes into account different playing styles. So obviously, if it only takes into account one playing style, then the green boxes would be a lot smaller. So it allows sort of range of playing style, and so you should be sitting in within that green. If you're sitting within the lighter grey, you're sort of average. You need to kind of tighten up a bit. If you're sitting within the dark grey, it's really an area that you need to work on. You're miles out of the ballpark if you're sitting anyway with dark grey.
Yeah, and you can also you can check it by position. Like I'm checking the small blind there, and I'm okay. I'm pretty good. Oh, I've got no concerns there. I'm in there in the big blind. It looks, all my stats look okay. There's nothing major that stands out there. Early position. See me VP, me pre-flop flop VPI. It's looked quite high there. Do you think so, Ben? Me pre-flop range.
Yeah, it's within.
Mhm.
It's within. It's still done as good, but you're very high at the top of the range there.
Yeah. Too much aggression. Yeah. But
So it's
good middle position.
it's a real good bit of software. You know, you can see that. Yeah, I'm still good, but I'm at the top end of that. So I just need to watch how I'm doing what I'm doing with that. And I don't expect and that any further. So it's really good to sort of see where you're sitting in the range. If you're sitting in the middle of the range, you know, you're sitting pretty. If you're at the top of the range, you know, I've got to be a little bit careful. You're sitting towards the bottom of the range. You know, right? I can do this more.
Yeah. This is what I need to look at with because I'm so used to playing full ring. As you've seen then on full ring, my stats are pretty good, pretty solid. But just looking at it a moment ago, I definitely have a lot of work to do on my 6 max. My 3 bet is way too high. Way too high. We flop.
Yeah, your flop aggression frequency is massive as well. That's one of my troubles.
Yeah, mine too. I've got a problem with it.
As well, when I ran mine last run, anything to do with aggression was just far too high.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Which is sort of trait coming out of tournament play.
Where's my C bet turn? Where's the black? Can you see a black mark there? Is it right at the bottom? Is it down here? It says it's potential problem. Yeah, we see bet on the turn.
Yeah, you're right at the top of that. 100. Your value is 100, so you're right at the top of it.
So I'm at this side where my mouse is. Wow.
Yeah, you're that side. Yeah, you're right at the top of it.
So I'm betting too much on the turn. Yeah, pretty too aggressive. Yeah, interesting. Me three bet steal. It's really high as well. It's not within the mark. Look at my aggression factor. Right above, right to the maximum. We won a showdown's quite good. I'm above the average. And woman show flop is quite good. But yeah, Marcus, this is it's something to look at and analyse you. You start to, like I say, by position. It's good.
Yeah, there's so many things on Poker Tracker that I haven't discovered.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Poker Tracker has so much information and detail you can go into it that you could literally spend all day just clicking through menus, clicking through filters, and finding new stuff to look at.
Yeah, it's really it's good. I only found this out today. Is that on the, I don't know if you know, Ben, but if you click on this settings icon, you can actually add and take away things from the left hand side. So you could add what, raises. You could have free bet on a flop. You could actually add it over here and look at the hands where you flop free bet percentage. So you can actually add and take things away.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that there before.
Yeah. So another
thing for me to play with.
Yeah. Yeah. If we haven't already got enough to play with, there's even more there. Yeah. And
so it's brilliant for analysing any aspects you can think.
Mhm. Yeah,
you
true.
Get Poker Tracker for, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I was saying to Marcus before. I think we'll end it in a minute, but talking to Sky last week, when he said, look at your win rates in the big blind and the small blind, and a good win rate in your big blind, according to him, is under 40, and a good win in the small blind is under 20. Well, in previous weeks, I've been okay, but last week I had a few bad losing hands, so that's why I'm minus 72 in that section. But that's what you want to be looking at: minus 20 and minus 40. That's a base level.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight. I think I'm getting tired. I want to play a little bit of poker.
Yeah.
Yes, another good session.
Yeah. Okay, so what time are you at work on Thursday, Ben?
So I'll leave my house about 8 o'clock. So we do a 7 o'clock start if that's good for you too. And if I need to go, then we'll go record it, and I can skip out then and watch the show, catch up with the rest later.
Yeah.
You okay with that, Marcus?
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan.
What time is it over there now in Norway?
10 past 10.
Okay, so you're an hour ahead.
Yeah.
So if we said 7 o'clock, it would be like 8 o'clock for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had any experience with setting up Zoom? Marcus, you haven't, have you?
Yeah, I've downloaded Zoom, so everything works fine.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about having a go at setting a meeting up?
I'll give it a go. I think I'll manage, but I don't know.
It's good practice. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give it a go. I think that it'll go fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Any problems that me and Ben can always help you out.
Yeah.
And we'll work from your screen next time.
Yeah.
You okay with that, Ben?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, guys. Well, that's been great talking. I'm happy to have found you both, and I hope we can stick together and work something to get something out.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, I think we're really good.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, fellas. I'll see you at the poker table, Ben. I'm sure.
Yeah. See you on Thursday.
Yeah. See you,
See you on
Markus.
the tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care.
See you on Thursday, Marcus.
Bye bye. Bye bye.